Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while. I have a new setup, a new PC. A lot of things are new. I even have a new mouse, which I can manually set the DPI on. And I have set the DPI to 550 in the hopes that, I will be able to reasonably aim in this game. But, yeah, we're back in it. Episode 4, I think. Medal of Honor Airborne. And, yeah, here we go.
Airborne, on me. We're going for the knockout punch on this one. If we succeed, we might be home in time for Christmas. Now pay attention. Operation Market Garden requires airborne forces to secure several key bridges on the road to Arnhem. It's a risky plan, one that cannot withstand even the smallest of failures. Our bridge is located in the town of Nijmegen. We must secure the town, then take the bridge. The Germans would rather destroy the bridge and let it fall to us, so we must find and disable any German explosives equipment. Despite heavy Allied bombing, the enemy continues to operate roving armor units. Clear any and all threats from this sector. You are dropping into territory which is firmly in the grip of the enemy. Watch your backs. Dismissed?
Alright, so if I remember correctly, there are some... this is sort of a long-range map. It's probably why the default loadout is a sniper. I think I will go with the Gewehr Dreiundvierzig instead. Especially if I can get the scope upgrade. And yeah, I mean there's some tight spaces, but not really tight enough for the shotgun, if I remember correctly. Or not enough of them that are tight enough for the shotgun. Yep, here we go. This map also has tanks. And I believe that is plural. Well, I guess we're landing here. I already hear tank tracks.
All airborne units, intelligence reports that the enemy has set up empty positions throughout Nijmegen. You are instructed to find those positions and remove the threat. Attention airborne, the enemy has captured a vital supply drop containing...
Okay, so the sensitivity is maybe fine. That's a tank. No, I don't have anti-tank grenades. Maybe I'm supposed to get them from somewhere? Interesting. Is this a BAR? Give me that. Yeah, this sensitivity is just fine. Like, it makes me work a little bit on the corners, actually, in the tight spaces. That's not good. That's the anti-tank grenades, I presume.
All units within range of this transmission. An enemy armored unit is patrolling the streets. Instructions are to knock out the tank using any means at your disposal.
Those are Americans. Well, it appears to be smoking, so I did something. Which is better than nothing. This house has a lot of windows. It's making me nervous. That's horrifying. Good thing it's a video game. Alright. There we go. We did it. One anti-tank grenade left. I hope there's not another one. God, the BAR is so good. So good. Let's go find the sniper. I mean, you don't have a church tower without a sniper, right? That's just not a thing that happens. Oh, look. That was interesting. The scope just popped in on me in the middle of the slow-mo. Useful for the current situation, though. Well, I mean, else over here? This is where one of the objectives is. I mean, I guess I have to go over here to get them to spawn. So that's just how it is. But, you know. Let me see if I can get down without hurting myself. Gotta love games where you just move towards the ladder in the hopes that the game realizes that you're trying to get on the ladder. As opposed to thinking that you're trying to walk off the edge. You know.
All units, S2 reports the enemy plans to blow the bridge and has hidden demolitions equipment throughout the city. Instructions are to find and sabotage any related apparatus.
Yeah, we should probably stop him from doing that. Although I believe historically we failed to do so. I'm not 100% sure about that. I mean, it depends which town we're in and which bridge. Only in this game do you just have these enemies pathing directly onto your ass, like trying to get to some arbitrary position. Like they don't even care that you're there. Nice. It is interesting that the BAR doesn't have an aperture sight, but you are looking down the sights the way that you're supposed to. Now granted, the front sight in this sight picture is higher than it should be, but like minor details. Well actually that's not minor, because that's like just like that little half inch that you have raised the front sight in the sight picture gives you a better field of view because the rear notch is lower. So you can see more surrounding where your bullets are impacting. But like well, it doesn't. Well, in order to show it I have to switch. Well, this does it too. Interesting. It's just like slightly higher. But my G43 is too modified now, so I can't use the iron sights. Anyway, but like the what I'm trying to say is that very few guns in this game have a realistic sight picture, but the BAR appears to be one of them, even though it doesn't have a rear aperture sight, which the Garand does, and the Garand has the best sight picture in the game. But that's just because the Garand has the best sight picture ever. I should really just shut up and kill some Nazis. Don't know why I let that happen. Hello. even is my objective right now? This building? God, it is like so transparent that the enemies just like spawn in at selected curated points in time. Or like when you reach a certain position. Ow. Grenades. They'll get you. But like the enemies specifically spawn in when you get to a certain place. And then they will just like path to where they're supposed to go. Like there's a set number of prescribed positions behind cover or whatever else that are like slated as positions that one of them can occupy. And like as soon as you shoot one of them in that spot behind cover, then another one comes up to fill that spot. But it's like really transparent in this game how that system functions, which is very interesting for someone like me at least. I am on the literal wrong side of the map. Let's fix that. Yeah, shoot at me. Like, when I came around this corner, this entire house of Germans spawned in, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happened. That seems like a safe thing to do. Just shoot the explosives and hope they don't go off. Or not the explosives, but the detonator.
All airborne units within range of this transmission. Instructions are to assemble at the center of town and await further orders.
Roger that. I'm pretty sure there's like 5 voice lines that the Germans can say in this game. It's about 5 of them. We did it. It's maybe premature. Yeah, it's some Nazi shit right there.
This transmission. We have reports of an enemy Tiger tank in the center of Nijmegen. Instructions are to assemble in that area.
Oh, here we go,
and
here we
destroy
go.
the threat.
So if you look at this sight picture, the rear notch is like, do you see what I mean? There's a notch here, halfway up the gun, and the front post is supposed to be set in it, but it is not. And you're like holding the gun up at a weird angle. Anyway. But this, it's like the front post is actually in the notch. It's a little higher than it's supposed to be, but you know. Can I open the container instead? That'd be great. No? The only thing I can do is switch weapons here? That's helpful. This is literally my objective, is to loot this crate for ammo. Well, there's another objective over here. I guess that's not a way in. Open? Oh, well, I do have 10 gamma grenades. Gammon grenades. Ow. Got him. My grenades are still exploding.
Transmission. 30th Corps is en route approaching fast. Assemble at Nijmegen Bridge Surface to receive additional orders.
So really what the iron sights issue that I'm discussing reveals to me is how especially bad notch sights are. Because they block so much of your like field of view when you're trying to look at a target. But like they decided the real sight picture was bad enough that the game was not going to use it, because it literally cuts off everything below the point of impact, essentially. So everything below where you want the bullet to hit, you cannot see. Which is not very helpful in a lot of cases. What's this? New sights. Very germane to this conversation. Oh, I'm just gonna set this to minimum zoom. And that's how it's gonna be. So I can use it as a close quarters weapon. Definitely how a BAR is supposed to be used. Definitely. Is this like church music? Pretty sure this is church music.
Convoy's here! Looks like our job is done!
There was some big screen tear in that cutscene. Ah, yes.
Attention all airborne units. Instructions are to eliminate all enemies on the bridge. Use extreme caution when engaging Panzer Strike teams.
So it seems to me this is the part of the mission where they said, bro, did you bring a sniper rifle? Seems to be what has happened here. That's a machine gun. That sure do be a machine gun. There we go. Depth of field on this scope is really messing with me. I don't think that's a setting I can turn off either. Same thing as the motion blur. Let me check real quick. Well, this isn't like all of the options. Guess I can't change graphics options in the middle of a game. Note the mouse sensitivity. And it's still, when I'm zoomed in on a scope, it's still like really jittery. I think what it is, it's scaled so that no matter how much you zoom in, like if I'm at 2x, moving the mouse from one end of this truck to the other is the same amount of mouse movement as it is at maximum, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Well, let's see if we can get onto the bridge. Oh, there's an upstairs, which seems to be my ticket onto the bridge. That man wanted to go to space. There we go. That could come in handy. Oh, that yeah, that could be handy. He's smoking. He's smoking. There we go.
Colonel Scott Webb, commanding officer. This is the after
We did
action
it.
report for Operation Market Garden, September 17th, 1944. This was our first daytime jump. As a result, we suffered high casualties. Through fierce fighting, our company accomplished all objectives, ultimately securing the Nijmegen Bridge for armored units moving north.
Did y'all see that one man who popped in before his Jeep did?
It is me that during the fighting, Private First Class Boyd Travers distinguished himself by demonstrating
I
great
saw it.
coolness under fire. It is for this reason that I promoted Travers from PFC to corporal. We could use more men like
I'm a corporal.
Travers.
Killed a lot of Germans. I should probably be more than that, but I'm a corporal. Well, there you have it. Operation Market Garden was a success. Anyway, that will do it for episode 4. Stay tuned for episode 5 and 6. Oh man, have a good night.